guys, I'm back again. I'm back in full effect. So I am Belize Spivey, the STD Life Coach. You know who I am if you're already subscribed. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you will not miss any of my videos. I do at least 3 videos a week, sometimes more. It just depends on what's going on, but I at least give you 3. So with that being said, guys, make sure you subscribe. But today, as y'all know, I'm looking at my paper. I am talking about what after. Like, what do I do after a disclosure? And I know that's not really what the title say, but at the end of the day, I know what we tend to do after you disclose to somebody. You want to know, when do I ask them questions? When do I confirm that we can have sex? When can I confirm that we're together? Like, what do I confirm that they got their test results? What do I do? So I'm about to help you figure out what you do after you disclose your status. What is the after? What do I do? What's my checklist? What do I have to do after I disclose to somebody? So make sure you stay tuned so you can hear this good information. Hey guys, I am back again. As we know, we are back in full effect. So okay, after disclosing, what do we do? As we know, this video is sponsored by the Life Church in Forest Park. They are the sponsor for Atlanta Overgathering Conference Tour. Make sure you get your tickets, guys, for the Friday and that Saturday. If you just want to come on Saturday, come on out. Come on. I'm going to flew you out. I'm just kidding. But at the end of the day, guys, make sure you come out. I would love to meet you. Just know we're not having it just in Atlanta. We are in so many other states. Make sure you get your tickets. You do not want to miss it. So while we're talking about after you disclose, how long after disclose did I ask, okay, when you getting tested, are you okay with all of this stuff you want to know? So I'm going to kind of give you a quick way to know what to do, how to do it, and to execute it. So number 1, after you disclose, which I have talked about disclosure so many times, as y'all know, if you need one-on-one coaching with disclosing, where I help you, figure out a script and all the wording, set up a session and me and you will do it, okay? So after you disclose to your partner, it's very important for you to understand timing, okay? And I know y'all always tell like timing, yeah, timing, because at the end of the day, you have to give the person time to research and digest what you told them. You can't expect as soon as you tell them that they kind of give you a yes. Now, some people don't care. They'll give you a yes, we good with it, we're going to figure it out. And then you got some people like, give me some time. So my whole thing is very important to just kind of know what type of person you're dealing with. It's kind of 3 type of people that you deal with after disclosure. And y'all probably like, Belize, how you know this stuff? I know it because I learned it. I've been through it and I kind of figured it out over time. So it's 3 people. You got your one person who like, I don't care. I like you. We're going to figure this out together. You got your other person who's in the middle like, I like you, but I'm kind of nervous. I'm weary. And then you got your third person like, heck no, I'm out. I can't deal. Okay, so it's just important to know what type of person you're dealing with. So if you got your first person like, I'm down for it, I'm in, I'm good, then it's very important to make sure, and I'm about to go person by person, it's very important, even when that person say they're good, that you ask certain questions for them. And you have to be very, very on point with the questions, or you're going to kind of miss out the communication that you guys can have later on down the line. So that person you tell them you disclose, it's like, you know what, I like you, I don't care, we good. I'm sorry, y'all. Ugh, my nose is itching. It's very important to know, what do they know about herpes? Like, what do you know about herpes? Are you educated about herpes? So you'll want to ask them, well, I'm happy that you accepted me. What do you know about herpes? And if they say they don't know anything, it's very important to give them really good sources. So, CDC, American Association, STD Project, .org, different articles that you'll find over time. You can even send them the book that you can find on herpes, whatever. I can't remember. I think it's Westlake or Waste, something like that. Handbook. It's many handbooks out there. Things like that you can share with them that gives them real information. We know Google is hell. It ain't our friend. So don't let them just go on Google. Make sure you get them proper information that they truly understand the virus. And don't let Google swallow them up and scare them like you scared them. And that's not to say that, the information all on Google is wrong. No, but a lot of it is. And it'll say one thing after another and won't give you a clear answer. And you never want that to happen with somebody who said they want to be with you, but they don't understand the virus. It creates fear. It creates, I don't know, I'm not sure about this. So you want to make sure they get proper information so they know how the virus works and how y'all can go about protecting each other, or you protecting them and y'all remaining safe, and that person can try y'all best to remain that person not getting it. As we know, it's not guaranteed that your partner won't get it, but education is very, very important to try to reduce that chance of your partner getting it. So that's important. Number 1, asking them, what do you know about herpes? Okay, and having real conversation, go back and forth and figure out what they learn, and then you coming behind it and giving them proper resources to learn about the virus. After After that, it's very important to talk about how to go about protecting each other. You know, what are we going to do? Let me take that back. It's very important to make sure he get tested or she get tested, okay? So after asking that, make sure that partner gets tested, that they know their status before going in here, because you may find out y'all have sex, then they get tested and find out they have herpes and they think it's you and they probably already had it. So it's very important, or had any other STDs prior to you. You don't want to cause any other issues or, you know, taking blame for something that you don't even have nothing to do with. So it's very important to ask them what do they know, educate them, then make sure y'all get tested before y'all have sex, okay? So get tested. Y'all can both go, and I would strongly suggest that both of y'all go and get tested. I don't care if you got tested last month. Go get tested again with them to make sure that we're doing this together, we're being safe together, things of that nature. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, well, he go get tested, I go get tested. Well, if y'all want to be together and y'all want to have sex together and y'all in the same room, y'all can go into the same room and get tested together at the same time, at the same dang time. So I would strongly suggest, it's a bonding moment. It's time for y'all, if y'all gonna be sexual, it's very important to do sexual things. Take the precautions to be sexual together, not doing it separate. They don't make any sense to me. That's just me. I really think that that's a way of cop out for a lot of people, because one person will go get tested and the other person, like, they'll make an excuse like, well, I don't know, because they're just scared. But if we do it together, we just be scared together and we'll just get it over with together. So make sure y'all get tested together, okay? Now, if your test results were just like super recent, that's cool. But I would say, just to make that person feel comfortable, there's nothing wrong with getting tested again with them, so y'all can see it all clear together. And it's like, we good. Whatever's going on, we'll handle it. If y'all want to, cool. If y'all don't, that's what y'all agree upon. But don't be sharing your status and then you don't know theirs. What's the point? They know you got an STD, but you don't even know they have an STD. Don't have sex with them yet. Like, stop. Like, I really want us to stop having sex with people and don't know their status. Like, it's really dangerous. I know I have done it. I don't caught myself up, did it again. Don't do it. Like, it's so easy to get caught up in the moment and not want to disclose. But not disclose what's going on, or not saying that I have been tested recently. Sometimes you're just scared to get tested, and it's okay to say you're scared to get tested, but it's very important to know that you need to get tested, because you just never know if something there. Many of these viruses, like herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, are going unnoticed because they don't have symptoms right off, or the symptoms are so mild that you don't notice it. So make sure you get tested, okay? And then after you get tested, y'all are, everything is whatever it's going to be. Y'all agree upon it, because you never know. Somebody may come back and do have an STD or whatever. And if y'all choose to want to move forward, get everything handled, learn what y'all need to learn pertaining to that new STD or whatever, and then go into communication. How are y'all going to communicate pertaining to, you helping them, keep from passing this virus to them? So y'all need to agree upon condoms. Y'all need to agree upon dental dams. Y'all need to agree upon female condoms, male condoms. You need to agree upon, if you're going to do Valtrex or a cyclovir, you need to agree upon natural routes. You need to agree upon all of that stuff. And y'all need a code word, so when that person have an outbreak, then you can say, hey, babe, pineapples, something. You need to say something so that person is very aware that you have an outbreak. You shouldn't feel uncomfortable telling your partner you have an outbreak. They already accepted that the fact that you have herpes, so they know you're probably having outbreaks or not. So you don't want them to say, oh, babe, I want to be intimate with you. And you be like, oh, I can't. No, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Now they accepted you. You should say, pineapples, babe, not today. We can do some other stuff, but we can't do genital. Or, oh, babe, we can't do oral. We can do genital. Things like that. You want to be in a space where y'all can be comfortable and talk to each other and still know that you have safe sex, even when other things are going on. Like, I want y'all to understand, just because one area has outbreaks doesn't mean the other area, so you're good to go, okay? Breathe, you're fine. A lot of people always ask me that. Like, no, you're fine. Your mouth, you have an outbreak in your mouth. Now your genitals, you have only genitals, not your mouth. So you can still do other things. Just to know. Okay. So it's just very important that y'all have that communication level and y'all have communication clear. So when you're having an outbreak, that you don't feel it, you're not feeling ashamed and you're feeling less than and feeling like you're like, oh my God, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because, truthfully, that person, they're not going to talk about herpes anymore. They're not going to be so hung up on it anymore. You're going to want to talk about it and be like, for what? Like, I'm good with it. Let's just live our lives. So it's just very important that y'all communicate everything in the beginning so you don't feel uncomfortable when they don't want to talk about it, because they don't. God. My allergies are whooping me. So that's just very important for that. Then you got your second person who's in the middle. This person is dangerous. I strongly suggest anybody to kind of be very leery with this person, not to really get involved with this person right off. Don't get your emotions tied to this person that are like, I don't know, I'm kind of confused. You can get real hurt with this person because this person is just, typically this person is uneducated, very, very uneducated. They like you, but they feel some type of way about STDs, or they like you, or they have a past of girls having STDs, or they've been burnt before, quote unquote, or, you know, things like that. So you got to understand that this person is just leery because probably something happened, or they're not educated about it, or they say, I never be with somebody with an STD. So for them to say, I met somebody, I like her, or I like him, and I got an STD, in their mind, they're like, well, this is always a no-no on my list, so I'm kind of weary about it. So this person, I would strongly suggest you do not get too involved with. Don't put your emotions in it. Don't call a lot. Don't do a lot of stuff at that moment. Kind of let them make a decision before you even get any more involved, because you can get really, really hurt thinking that this person is going to say be a heavy yes or a heavy no, but they don't really know what they want to be. So with this person, when they say, I'm not quite sure what I want to do, your whole thing is, okay, I'm going to give you some time. Okay. And that time, into our eyes, is 2 weeks. Okay. It don't take that long to figure out if I'm going to be in and out. Don't go over no month. If you go over a month, you playing yourself out. I'm going to be honest. You're playing yourself. It don't take no month. It don't take no 6 months. It don't take no year for nobody to determine if they don't want to be with you or not. So don't let nobody fool you with the nonsense. 2 weeks is good enough. Okay. Oh, God. I feel like someone crawling up my nose. So that is just very important to know. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So you'll tell them, hey, I understand. I don't know what you've been through. And you should ask them that. Ask them questions like, okay, how do you feel about it? Why do you feel that way? Things of that nature. And they'll tell you. If they don't want to tell you, then why do you want to be with somebody who won't even explain to you why they're nervous or scared? So it's very important that you ask questions, ladies. Ask questions, guys. If you want to know, you better ask. Nobody gonna just tell you stuff just to tell you. You need to ask those questions. My God, guys, I need to take some medicine because it's driving me nuts. My allergies suck. Y'all know what I mean. Okay, so make sure you ask a lot of questions. You know what makes you feel uncomfortable. Have you ever been with anybody who had an STD? Do you know anything about herpes? Have you ever had an STD before, or have you ever had a bad experience? Those are questions that you want to ask, okay? And have those conversations. If they're like real surface level, or they're like, I don't know, leave them alone. I'm going to be honest. If he can't answer you, she can't answer you, leave them alone, because they ain't even serious anyway, that they want to be adult and have a real conversation. If they don't want to have no real conversation, you shouldn't have sex with them anyway. They risky in themselves because they don't even want to talk about what you want to do. You want to be all up in here, but then you don't want to talk about it? Okay, that's weird. It's something wrong with you. I'm leery with you because you don't even want to talk about it. You just want to do it. No. That's like someone telling me, I want to be a surgeon, but don't want to go to school. You ain't about to cut nobody open. You ain't never learned. You don't get your butt up out of here. Nobody got time for that. So, same scenario. You're not going to come up in here to my safe place, and I can be hurt even more because you don't want to take the time to educate yourself. No, we're not doing this. You don't even want to tell me what happened in your past. No, if you're that ashamed about your past, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm just being honest. Look, y'all, get over this shame thing. Get over it. Talk about it. Especially if it's somebody you want to be serious with and be intimate with. You need to be an open book. You need to be transparent. And if you don't trust people, then you don't need to be dating and having sex. None of it. Don't waste your own time, because at the end of the day, you're going to end up hurting yourself and the other person because you don't want to say your insecurities. Deal with your insecurities before you get serious with anybody, or casually deal with yourself. Okay? So this person is just, like I said, is very weary. Ask those questions. If they kind of give you, like, if they give you all the questions, cool. If they are kind of like leery, I would say step away. But if they answer all your questions for you, cool. And then say, I'll give you time. In that time frame, for 2 weeks, you don't really talk to them that much. I ain't telling them like, cut them off, ghosting. No, I'm not talking about ghosting. But you don't text as much. You don't call as much. You don't do all of this stuff that much, because you want to give them a time to think and give them time to educate themselves on it. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing all this normal stuff, you're basically giving them an okay that you don't have to make a decision. Don't do that, because you need them to make a decision that they're okay with the risk that they're taking. Not saying, oh, I don't know, and then mess around. What if they do get it? And they're like, man, I hate you, bro. Okay, that's how they really felt. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is very important not to get so involved with that person at that time, because that person's not sure what they want. So don't get yourself involved thinking that, oh, well, if I keep calling, I keep texting, that they gonna want me. No, and they don't mean they're gonna agree upon it. You gotta make sure they give them time. Give them time, just like you just found out. Give them time to determine if this is what they want to do. So 2 weeks at max. As you roll up on the first week, kind of like, hey, you know where you are, how you feel about it, and things like that. And they may say, well, just give me a little bit more time. And you say, okay, I ain't telling you to tell them that you give them 2 weeks. This is for your own mental block. This is for your own mental stand. Because if it takes somebody more than 2 weeks to make a decision, why do you want to be with them? First of all, nobody got 2 weeks for anything. I need you to make a decision within the next 24 to 48 hours with some major situations. You don't really have much time. But for this, I say 2 weeks because they give them enough time to educate and make sure and get in their emotions and talk to people to make sure this is what they want to do and risk they want to take. And do they feel like you're worth it? Okay? So that is very important. So go into the first week, you'll get to the end of the first week and you're like, hey, you know, and I would suggest don't text, call them and say, hey, you know, how you doing? You know, I hope all is well. I know I just disclosed to you and I know that was kind of awkward for you because we talked about that, but I kind of want to just kind of know, are you willing to accept it, or is this not something you want to accept? And when they'll say, no, I don't think I can do it. You say, okay, I enjoyed you. Have a good day and walk off. If you know you want to be in a relationship, don't waste your time talking about we want to be friends. Stop wasting your time trying to be friends with people who don't even want to deal with you when you told them your situation. Stop it. If he don't want to be with you and you know you want to be in a relationship, then cut him off and move on to the next. You don't need to keep him in your pocket hoping that one day he'll decide he wants you. He didn't want you then, so don't waste your time trying to figure out if he's going to want you now because you're going to have to pour yourself out to him hoping that he accepts you. Sorry, he didn't accept you that week. Why are he going to accept you 3 months down the line? What's the difference? If he's not in or she's not in, let it go and walk away. Don't waste your own time. Don't waste your own time, okay, guys? Stop it. Stop it. I know I did this before. You're going to get so hurt because you're going to fall in love with them and they're going to tell you one day, man, you cool and all, but I don't want you to be my girlfriend because I can't deal with that piece. But been having sex with you the whole freaking time, bruh. They will not commit to you. They'll screw you and they'll screw you good, but they will not commit to you. Don't do it. I promise you. It's a sucky. This person is the most dangerous person disclosing to. They are so dangerous because you'll mess around and get so hurt with them and cause you not to want to disclose ever again because they hurt you so bad. And honestly, it's because you didn't know any better. So now since you watched my video, you know better. So don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, I'm your big girl. Don't you burn it. Okay. So, like I said, first week, if he tells you still, he'll give you a no or he'll give you a yes. In the midst of that yes, you're going to move him to the yes category that I told y'all about earlier, where you're going to ask questions, talk about sex, make sure he gets tested, all of this stuff like that. You're going to do all of that when he moves to the yes category. If he moves to the no category, then you just let him go and you don't talk to him no more. Don't waste your time, okay? So, if he still say, I need some more time, or she still says she needs some more time, you're like, cool. Do you need help with any information? So this is when you're offering, okay, do you need clarity on anything? Is it your emotions? Is it, you know, you still don't understand it? What is it? And I can assist you in helping you in those things, okay? If it's education, send them more information, whatever. So you'll send them links, all this stuff like that, that you can help them. You can send them my videos and stuff like that, and they can reach out to me or email me, and I can answer any questions for them to give them some clarity, okay? So that'll be, if it's emotional things, like, so what are you feeling emotionally? You know, are you still scared? Things like that. And they're like, you scared? You like, you know, I completely understand. I am scared to even give it to you, but I know it's the right thing to tell you and let you make a decision. And you can tell them, you know, I know this about my body, I know this, I know that. It's no guarantee, but we can do whatever we can do to try to prevent it as much as possible. I just need to make sure you're okay with the risk that I cannot control. All right. And then after that, if they say they still need more time, okay, go into another, same thing. Not so much texting, not so much calling. I'm not saying ghost them. Do not ghost them. But just don't do as much you were doing before, because without a decision being made, you're just telling them it's not important to you. And it is important to you. So don't give them as much as your time until they guarantee you that they're all the way in, okay? So you get down to the last week. When you get down to the last week, you'll ask them again, I want to know where your head at. Are you in? Are you out? And if they say, I don't know, you just say, you know what? Since you don't know yet, I don't think this is the best thing to you. You know, I don't think you're ready for this, and I completely understand. I'm going to walk away because I cannot continue to go on another couple of weeks not knowing what you want to do. I know I want a serious relationship. I like you. I think we can move forward. But if you're not comfortable with what I'm living with, then this is not a good idea. And you walk away. Okay, you bold. I need you to get real bold and real brave, and you tell them, no, this is not best for me. I cannot drag myself out trying to figure out if you're ready, and based off this time frame, you're not ready. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. But I'm going to keep walking because I'm looking for something, and you're just not ready to be that for me. Okay, if they're at a point where they say a yes, cool, you put them to the yes category. If it's no, you walk them away. But if they're still in the I don't know phase, you make a decision. Your decision is a no. Because you don't have time to be week after week after week after week determining if a person is interested. I'm sorry, it does not take no man that long to determine if he in or out with you. It don't take that woman that long to determine if she in and out with you. Don't let nobody play you thinking it takes forever. It don't. It really don't. We don't take long to determine if I like a person. I can meet a person today and say, you know, I really like them. And then after talking to them for 24 to 72 hours, I can determine, like, you know what, I think you will be a really good catch. I think, you know, I will really want to see where this is going. After a week or two, man, folks be in relationships for 7 days. So my whole thing, don't tell me it's going to take 2 weeks to determine if you in and out. Don't. Please don't. That's some bull crap. Somebody trying to feed you some lies. Nobody got time for that. Like, I'm just going to be completely honest. No, I'm not telling you to go run off and marry them. But let's be honest, how many people that you meet and you have a strong connection with. There's people that you meet and you have sex with right off the bat because the quote-unquote the chemistry is strong. So my whole thing is don't let them play you thinking that they need to take so much time to make a decision. They don't need that time. 2 weeks is good enough. 2 weeks is good enough to do their research and all this other stuff, and determine if you are somebody they want to risk this with. And for my last person, no's. No's are no's. Don't waste your time with no's. Don't convince them. Delete their number out your phone and delete them on social media and keep it moving. Don't waste your time with a no, because a no is a no. A no is a no. And no, don't pull that. A no is not a never. No, don't. A no is a no. Okay, for this situation, a no is a no. Don't waste your time with no's, and even no's when they want to come back, leave them at his no. Because they're going to mess around and scare and hurt you because they was a no in the beginning. Now, all of a sudden, he can't get what he want, or he see you doing real good, or, oh, I don't know, can't handle it. You couldn't handle it before. Your no is a no. You made a decision based off that. I'm going to believe you the first time. Don't let nobody fool you the second time. Believe the first time, and don't go. Don't waste your time. Been there, done that. Don't do it. You get hurt with them too. I did all of these. I did all 3. That's how I know about all 3. I know all 3 exist because I dealt with all 3. Okay? So I'm trying to give y'all some real good knowledge. I'm dropping gems. Y'all better pick these gems up off the floor, because I'm telling you, this will help you and save you so much. And this is what I share with my clients when I do sessions with them. I let them know, and I find out what type of guy he is or girl she is, and I tell them how to deal with him. Y'all got a session right there. I just told y'all exactly what to do in sessions. But this is what I do. I end up getting on the phone with you, and I find out information, and I determine where they fall in, and I kind of give you a guideline on how to deal with them. Okay, so now you know how to do it on your own. But if you still want to do a private session with me, make sure you book a session with me for 30 minutes. We'll talk about what your situation is. You'll give me all the juice, and then I'm going to give you pretty much a guideline on how to handle it and go through it if you need that, if you feel like you can't do it on your own. So I hope this helped in so many ways. That's what you do after. Blah. Don't say you don't know how to do it. So make sure you subscribe to my page. Share this video with somebody who's ready to disclose or already disclosed, and now they don't know what to do. Please share it. Go into their inbox and like, hey girl, watch this video. Hey bro, look at this video. This girl just talked about how you deal with that homegirl who, like, you know, there you go, you know, type thing. And I will be talking to you guys soon. You know where to find me.